right, we are here at Small HD with Barrett, checking out some of your new products. Now, you know, you guys have a great lineup of products. I've enjoyed using Small HD for a long time. There is a little bit of a gap, though, in size, and you guys are filling that in with your new 5-inch monitor. So tell us about that.
Yeah, so this is could be considered kind of a replacement for the DP4. It's a similar form factor, but this one's 1080p. It has an amazing screen on it that's perfectly Rec 709. You can grade off of this monitor. But really our biggest push with it has just been to try to maximize the user experience and just make that as seamless and just as painless as possible, to where it's not in your way when you don't want it to be and it's there when you need it. So how we've tried to tackle that is by creating sort of this view or page system where essentially you can zoom out and look at these individual workspaces essentially. So you can go in here and add as many features as you want to each of these pages and enable and disable them and be able to customize each workspace to whatever you need to do. So for example, I could make this my exposure page. I've got a histogram, I can turn on a zebra. So now I've got like an exposure page. I can back out, go to a new page. Let me do, here's like a focusing page. You can go in here, turn on peaking or focus assist. And now, once I have those pages set up, I never have to mess with them again. I can literally just swipe back and forth. That's all I have to do. And at any given time, you can just press up on the joystick and it'll just do the pixel zoom. You can go 2x, and I can move that around. And just hitting the back button at any time will just back you right out.
So what kind of features are available in this monitor?
Yeah, with our DP7 monitor, we sort of had the experience of creating a lot of features, and now with this, we have the opportunity to implement them all very well. So with the DP7, we felt it's a technical product. You have to know kind of what everything is, but this is meant to guide you through the process. Like all the tool descriptions are helpful in a way that it tells you where to use those features to get the most out of them, essentially. So we're approaching it from a very different standpoint. It's kind of an educational kind of thing. So we're hoping to keep going in that direction, just to make the interface just as seamless and as usable as possible.
Yeah, the intuitiveness is unique. You know, we have apps, we have cell phones, we have a lot of things that are intuitive. Mm-hmm. Monitors aren't known for that typically, so you guys have approached it in a very unique way that way.
Thank you.
Now, so we've seen peaking, histogram, stuff like that. Do we have any waveforms, any LUTs?
Waveforms, LUTs, scopes, yeah. Pretty much most of the features that are on the DP7, which is, I mean, if you were to just throw out a list of any monitoring features that a monitor could have, it's going to have most of those. And if there are any further ones that people request, we're in a position to implement new ones on a pretty rapid basis. We've just set up our R&D and production in a very efficient way to where features are really getting done quickly, which is pretty exciting because we've got a lot of cool stuff planned too.
So, obviously, there's a certain similarity in form factor to a cell phone. Sure. Can you tell us about that?
Sure.
In the base
yeah, I mean, the way we look at it is it kind of looks like a phone. Hopefully, it's as simple to use as one. So that and it will fit in people's gear bags. Like, we know people do care, like especially about our products. They like, or they appreciate the effort we put into the design. The physical design, and that translates into durability as well. This is a solid aluminum milled shell. It's got a rubberized coating on it. The screen is shock mounted, so you can tap on it, but you can also add a screen protector to it for further durability. And I guess if you want to talk about the Sidefinder, that's sort of the party piece, really. So the Sidefinder is a viewfinder that literally just attaches to the side, similar to the DP4, only it shifts the view from straight on to a mirrored type design from the side. And that just keeps it compact and allows your left eye or your right eye, depending on which side you're on, to be able to see past and have a clear view with your other eye.
Yeah, because the DP4 with the EVF attachment was large.
It's a little wide, yeah.
So
exactly.
I like that you've been able to maintain a large, high pixel density screen, but not make it sticking at your camera really large. So that's a great design. Let's talk about the back of the unit, for hookups and connections.
So it's LPE6 power. So, 2 LPE6 batteries will run it for 4 hours, and you can do one at a time, 2 hours each. And, any kind of little D-tap to 5D, battery brackets will work just fine. So yeah, the options there are, pretty standard. Most people have Canon LPE6 batteries, so it's...
Now I see you've got HDMI and SDI. That's
Exactly.
Something that was different from the DP4.
Yeah. So this does have HDMI pass-through, SDI pass-through, as well as cross-conversion. So each of these can go SDI in, HDMI out, and vice versa.
Now is that standard on all models, or is there a tier system for that?
Currently, the 502, this is the only one we got right now, but we're looking at other options for the future, for various price ranges.
Right. Just people are going to ask, are there any other battery plate options, or is it just LPE6?
No, right now we're sticking with the LPE6.
So let's talk about like the top buttons and all that kind of stuff. Okay. Obviously, there's an SD card port.
Right, there's an SD card port which you can load new firmware on, of course, but also look up tables, and to bring that into this other button here is the so this is a image capture button. So dedicated button you can click, just immediately takes a picture of your entire screen and it saves it to the SD card, so you can get nice little frame grabs if you want to be able to save those and archive them. So.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, you're on set, you want to either share something with the client really quick, see if you like the angle, the shot, all that stuff.
Exactly, right.
Doing that is never easy.
Right.
Either you record something, you then go take it to your computer, right. Or you try to do it with your cell phone, which isn't color accurate. So.
And the great part about this is it actually will save the LUT. So if you have a LUT active on whichever page that you take a screen grab of, it'll save that LUT onto that, and so you don't have to take this picture, take it into Photoshop, put it the lookup table. It's like, it can be a hassle. So we just try to make it as seamless of a process as possible.
A lot of great design in it. What's availability and price point?
This is available right now. So you can pick this up off of our store or through any of our dealers. And the Sidefinder EVF attachment will be available in the summer.
And what do we got for price? Tell me about it.
Yes, $11.99 for the monitor itself, and $14.99 for the entire combination Sidefinder and monitor combo.
Great design. Thanks for your time, man.
Thanks to our sponsors for making our NAB coverage possible.